Father George, I've been a governor. This is the only country that will celebrate criminality. Everybody, including the church, they are not exempted. This is the only country you vote Peter Obi in. Everybody knew he doesn't have a house in Ikoyi when we voted him in. I was living in Festac when I became governor. So everybody knew where I lived. And suddenly he buys a mighty house in Ikoyi, running into billions. Decorates, furnishes everything, and invites the church for housewarming. The church comes in, they are praying for him, wishing him wherever he got to this thing, they want him to build more. The people, the church people all over the place, waiting to eat and drink, and are praising him. They know where the money came from. It's known to everybody. Because you're saying what the church, the role of the church. They know where the money came from. But instead of calling police and saying, this man has stolen our money, they are the ones celebrating it. This is the country where I was governor. You come late to church. Church. They go and keep an empty seat in front for somebody who is not in the church. The seat is empty. He comes in the middle of the church. He's walking to the front. Nobody cares. If possible, the priest will stop talking and be welcoming him for coming late. And the church people will be clapping and calling him, if he has nickname like me, Okute. Hey, this man came late. Let come and stay at the back. But we refuse to do it. And when I tell people, listen, you can't go in front because you're late. So when Father George said about impunity, it is a place where impunity, rascality, and bad behavior have become a measure of success and power. You can't use it, the wrong measure. This man came late. And we know we have young ones growing up who are learning what this man is doing and think that is how to live. So you have to come late. This is what I was telling Father George when he told me about this topic. I said, there's so many things you can stop. So if they have to push people for Peter to pass, that should have power. Even if it's old people, push them down. So the rascality is allowed. You are clean up. People say, come in front. No, you can't queue there. No, you're not part of. No, Governor, we don't want you to stay here. Obito, come in front. Why will you go in front? You are queuing where you're supposed to queue. These are little things that is missing here that makes our country the opposite of what it should be. Because of it, the man who steals your 80 billion, of course, it is better for him to steal it and settle those who will settle and go home. Do you know what it means? 80 billion. 80 billion by official area is $200 million. You see people today sharing dollars in Nigeria. All over the place. And nobody's asking the question. In fact, everybody is keen to collect his own. Nobody is saying, this thing we are doing, one of the greatest measures of your economic stability is your currency. Today, Nigeria has been dollarized. And Nigerians are celebrating those we voted into power who have no means of earning dollar. They cannot show us means of earning dollar. If you do that anywhere in the world, they will ask you to show evidence of your dollar earning in the past 5 years, including relevant taxes paid. But it was being shared in public. But we are arresting young boys who have laptop. But we have people who are share, people who have. We're asking people to pay $100 million naira, 40 million naira to buy form. In a country, Nigerian per capita is 2,000. American per capita is 75,000. Because Nigerian economy, as you know, is $400 billion GDP versus American GDP of 22 trillion. Yet, you cannot pay $2,000 to buy form to contest the election in America. But they are charging you here in Nigeria $200,000 to buy form, to be governor. That's what Father is saying. You're owing lecturers. You're negotiating with bandits. You see governors going to negotiate with bandits, but they are not negotiating with lecturers, and everybody is keeping quiet because it's not important. The global average intake admission of higher school intakes is at 8%. In the Western world, it's at 8%. Nigeria is 9%. We're not even achieving a quarter of the global average, and that is a problem. Because you don't care for those areas you need to care. It is time for all of us to decide that we must have a country. That we must take back our country. And that will start from recruitment process. Today, we have people who want to be president. We have people who want to be governors. Who wants to be senators. Who wants to be everything. It is time to start scrutinizing. This Mr. Obi, who is he? Don't say he's a Catholic. There's no Catholic in it. There's no church. I've not seen where Catholics buy bread cheaper. If you know where, show me. Neither have I seen where Pentecostals buy things cheaper. Buy rice, anything cheaper. So, let's remove church from it. The question is, Mr. Obi, don't look at his tribe. Those who think Peter Obi is contesting because of an Igbo man, an Igbo turn. There's no turn here. The turn here is who will fix this problem. It is not his turn. So, let's put Mr. Obi on the scale. Let's put Mr. Obi on the scale. Where is he coming from? This thing he's talking, because we have people who can speak good English here and who can talk well. This thing he's talking, where did he do it before? Does he have this thing? Do we know him and everything? Let's interrogate even mothers, his family and everything. It's not enough to say the man is this, the man. Let's start from there. This man who says he's going to be governor. Don't look at what you're going to benefit. All of us are benefited. All of us are going down every day. Things are worsening every day. I know people who can't go to their village now. Yet they are big men in Lagos. No. You can't tell me that. If your territory has been taken away and you say you're a big man, where? You're just waiting for them to come here and chase you out of here. Because that's what they go. They go from one territory to the other. If you think this place is safe today, quote me, it won't be safe next year. Because they capture this one, you run to this one, they capture it one, they chase you away. So, let's ask ourselves a question. Let those who want to serve us now come and tell us what they want to do. It is not good to write things in paper and share us and say you're doing this and everything. Let's engage them. The last people, we didn't engage them. So when we started saying, you said this, say, show me where I said it. No. Come and tell us what you want to do. Come and tell us how you're going to get the resources and what you want to do.
My name is Sarati Ishaya Odu, and Mr. Peter Obi said to us, go verify. So there is this video where he tells us that he has 2 pairs of shoes and he says you don't need any more 2 pairs of black shoes. He said he bought them from Marks and Sparks and they were £59. So basically the shoes had, so the person doing the video took a photo of the shoes, and in the middle of the shoe at the sort of back, the sole, there was a red strip. So I wanted to check whether Marks and Sparks did these shoes or whether that was a Prada, although the Prada red logo is longer, but nonetheless I wanted to check, and I'm extremely happy to say that I have found the shoes. You can go verify and yeah, he's absolutely right. These shoes are between 35 and £59, and yeah, I have verified, because Peter Obi, really those shoes were not Prada, they are from Marks and Sparks. I'm here in Marks and Sparks, Kensington, London. I've just checked it. I verified. You can verify Mr. Obi on everything he says. He's honest.